Today we're going to be sharing about one of the hottest new launch, okay, in second half 2025.
So where are we talking about today?
Springleaf Residence.
So tell me, where exactly is this Springleaf residence?
This Springleaf Residence is at Upper Thomson Road. You know about Thomson Road?
Thomson Road sounds like an expensive place.
Yeah, you know last time when we go Dim Sum, we go Thomson Road. Now we go Thomson Plaza. And this place are all condo, landed. I never see HDB one last time.
Thomson Plaza, so that was where Johan was at some many years back. Okay, so most importantly, when we talk about Springleaf Residence, this new location here, right? Is it near the MRT? Because this is really the #1 concern for Singaporeans buying a house today.
Very near MRT.
Very near. How near are we talking about?
2 minutes walk.
It's only a 2 minutes walk to the MRT.
Yes.
Wow, sounds good.
Okay, let me show you this location map. Okay, so this is actually taken from URA. Okay, you can see that this circle area is actually the actual site for Springleaf Residence, and then right above you can see this red color icon. That's the MRT station. That's why I mentioned we are just 2 minutes away from MRT. At the same time, we are surrounded by greenery and landed. So if let's say you were to buy a unit here, you will enjoy the landed views and then greenery views 365 days a year. So we enter this drone view, you can see that there's a low-rise building right at the bottom right hand corner, okay, with some construction over there. That's the actual site. So this building that we see over here, right, is a former school on the site itself. And then towards the center of this drone view, you can see there's this blue color and white color low-rise building. That's the MRT station. So we're just beside the MRT station. Okay, and you can see we have the Springleaf area, the landed over here. Okay, as I pan towards the north direction, you can see this is the Springleaf forest. If I move towards the left a bit more, you can see that's the Central Nature Reserve. As I move leftwards, you will see that this whole area will be the greenery view that you will enjoy if you were to move into Springleaf. Where else in Singapore can you find a place where you have MRT at your doorstep? Okay, you have eateries just across the road, and at the same time, you're surrounded with green. Hey Aaron,
Yeah.
you drive right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you about this Springleaf Residence.
Oh.
We're just located beside SLE. So from SLE, you have direct connectivity to North-South Corridor.
This North-South corridor is the new North-South Expressway, right?
Yes, correct. To
I
me, it's like a version 2 CTE. If you choose not to drive, you can always take the MRT.
So this is actually along the Thomson East Coast Line.
Yeah.
And where does the Thomson East Coast Line actually lead us to?
Okay, so Thomson East Coast Line, right, is actually one of the most well-connected MRT line in Singapore. We will be connected to 8 interchange. That includes the Cross Island Line.
Cross Island Line. So
Yes.
that one will be at the Bright Hill MRT station, which is
3 stops away.
3 stops away. Okay, sounds good.
And we are also very conveniently located to so many shopping malls, okay, because we are like, you know, one stop to Lentor Mall, the mall, 2 stops to Causeway Point. And in fact, if let's say you were to go to Shenton Way, you have concerns about the parking, you know, the traffic jam, don't worry, just take the train, 34 minutes and you're at Shenton Way.
Wow, sounds like really a good plan, you know, especially with rising COE prices. I think most people will really want to convert, you know, from driving to MRTs.
And Aaron, do you like to go JB?
Oh, JB, of course, you know, this is the Singaporeans' favorite hangout place, long weekends especially.
So do you know that we are actually 3 stops away to Woodlands North Station, and from Woodlands North we have direct RTS link to JB.
Oh, the RTS link, when will it be completed?
2026. And then the recent news came out that actually the Changi Expo extension, right, will become part of this Thomson East Coast Line. So Aaron, let me share with you this URA master plan. So on the top left, you can see there are 3 plots along this Springleaf area. Okay, the one in orange is actually Springleaf Residence. The one in pink is actually the Parcel A with first story commercial. And we also have 1 plot that is along Mandai Road and Upper Thomson Road. So in total, these 3 plots plan for like 2,000 new housing units. Okay, and looking towards the right side, we have 2 bigger plots which is subject to detailed planning, and highly potential is that it will be future residential. And looking at the next map from URA, more homes for new needs and aspirations. Springleaf and Tagore is actually identified as a new housing area. So there will be more developments coming up, and in fact there is Tagore MRT between Springleaf and Lentor.
So Eugene, Springleaf Residence is going to be the first high-rise development in this area, alright? With all the unobstructed view comes the expressway. Is this a concern, for investors?
I don't think the expressway should be a concern because Singapore is so small. We have so many developments near the expressway. For example, you look at the Clementi area. So I just quote Clavon, okay, which TOP last year. Do you know how many profitable transactions they have?
How many are we looking about?
118.
118 profitable transactions out of 640 units.
Yes. And you know how much they make?
How much are they making?
Okay, so 4-bedder, right, they actually sold at a profit of 900 over 1,000. And for 2-bedder, they actually sold at a 250,000 profit.
250,000 for a 2-bedder. Wow. As an investor, I think this is really something worth considering. Maybe you want to share where can the tenants be coming from and who can they rent it to?
Aaron, with the convenience of the MRT, which expat wouldn't love the convenience to work and enjoy the nature during their off days? Actually, we are really very close to this Seletar Aerospace Hub, and we are like 2 and 3 stations to this Woodlands Regional Centre. Okay, and in fact, we are 34 minutes away to CBD. So I'm quite sure that even many expats working in the CBD would love to rent a place here.
Alright, so yeah, this location is also good for those who want to move towards the north, towards the Ang Mo Kio region, because actually we are not that far away from Ang Mo Kio, right? Likewise, for residents in this area, there isn't really many new home options here as well. And for existing homeowners in congested neighborhood, for example, your Punggol and Sengkang, right? So Springleaf is actually a good option for them to be away from the hustle and bustle. And in fact, if you look at the prices in Ang Mo Kio and Thomson region, Springleaf actually offer very affordable new housing near this current neighborhood here. New BTOs are typically making about 400 to 500,000 these days after MOP. And this makes upgrading to Springleaf Residence a lot easier for them.
Yes, if we buy into a 3-bedroom around the 2 million mark, or even the 4-bedroom for bigger families, it is still very affordable for the HDB upgraders.
Yeah, and I realized that currently there's a new trend where buyers, they typically want to look into buying a 2-bedroom type kind of configuration. I believe this is a very versatile kind of unit type because this is suitable for both first-time homeowners, be it for your own stay or for investment.
Yes. Anything below 1.6 mil for a 2-bedroom is very, very good entry price. Okay, and it is actually a stepping stone for them to upgrade in the future.
So we have come to the end of our sharing today. Preview for Springleaf Residence is likely going to start in August.
If you'd like to get more information about Springleaf Residence, do contact any of our Orange Tea agents.